Yo, what is up, guys? This is just a random live stream. Just decided to hop on. Want to talk some Knicks basketball with you guys. Saw I got like a new poster right there, right there. It's just gonna be a random live stream. This wasn't like really a planned live stream, so I don't know like who's gonna join and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be answering some questions. But what's going on, football talk? What's going on, Valix? What's going on, Johnsy? Thanks so much for being here, man. Very loyal Nick supporter, of course. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. Can you let me know in the chat if you can hear me? If not, I'll put the microphone on. Put this on and see. Hopefully, you guys hear me in general, though. You guys being here. It's just like a quick hangout. You could ask me non-Knicks questions as well, but this is just like gonna be Knicks related. Knicks for life, no boycotting the Knicks. All right, you can hear me? Awesome, man. What's going on, Legend Z? Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. Um, he says, Cowboy X Factor. He says, hey there, I know my team is struggling, but did you see Wizards come back? Yeah, that was insane. Just like that whole possession or like couple possessions at the end of the game. You had Bradley Beal hit that big three, and then Garrison Matthews that steal, kick out to Westbrook, clutch three. Unbelievable. Yeah, what's going on, Michael, the Hawks fan? We have two Michaels in the chat. How are you guys doing? I pretty much just went over the game as a whole. Obviously, not every single thing, but just like how we matched up the realistic, like our realistic thoughts entering the game. How they're the second seed in the Western Conference, number one in shooting threes. Of course, number one 3-point shooting team in the NBA, and how we're like bottom of the barrel, the complete opposite. Yeah, the Sixers, I heard they had an insane comeback. I didn't catch the end of the game, but I heard that was insane. But yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys hear me because I just switched over to my mic. Hopefully you guys hear me good. But yeah, people probably sleeping. They got school. Kevin Knox did not play. Does that mean he's done? If that's what you're asking, there's a possibility. Kevin Knox definitely looked like he had a role at the beginning of the year, just hitting threes from the corner on a very consistent basis. But then you realize last season he was doing the same thing. He was shooting very well at the beginning of the season, then he absolutely tailed off. And people are like, they need to get Knox more involved. Well, they're playing Knox throughout his strengths, which is shooting the ball. And he doesn't have the greatest of handles, so they can't really get him going to the basket, if you know what I mean, because his handle's really sloppy. So people saying, like, get him involved, that is their way of getting him involved. He's just a very limited player. But yeah, with Bullock coming back, you have Burks off the bench. Yeah, there's a chance Knox can be done. I wouldn't be, like, surprised if he gets traded at the deadline. I really wouldn't. Do you guys hear me? Because, like, the viewer count's dropping. You guys probably can't. If not, I'll just end it. Because people were probably sleeping anyway. Yeah. If no one can hear me, I'm probably going to end it. Did the Knicks draft two busts? What do you mean? Obi Toppin, I've already said I don't want to sound like a broken record. I've talked about Obi Toppin a million times. How I didn't like that pick. Emmanuel Quickley, how's he a bust? He didn't say that in quote, Devin. I know that's like your opinion because he wouldn't just come out and say that. But yeah, they probably think of Quickley more of a Lou Williams, come off the bench type of guy. Nothing wrong with that. Even though he's way better than Peyton, they're just thinking like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. But if Quickley's thriving in this role, I don't mind him not starting. Because I already know some Knicks fans, if he sucks his first start, oh, he sucks. He's just absolute trash. All right, awesome. I'm glad you guys hear me. It's like 10 something. It's like, I'm not sure right now. It's a possibility Frank and Knox do not look good. Got that Oakley jersey when I was like 8 or 9 years old, like a birthday present. Yeah, I agree. Quickley must start, but I do understand, like, from their perspective, why they're not starting him. I do understand it. Because I get it. The second unit's so bad offensively. He brings that spark, and yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. That's why we're fans. That's why we're fans at the end of the day. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Quickley. We'll see what happens. Might be the starter next year because I don't think we're going to be in a position to get Suggs, or we're not going to be in the position to get Cade Cunningham. So Quickley may start. People just have to be patient. This is just a learning year for Quickley. We got to keep in mind what our mindset was entering the season. Like, we weren't expecting to be great. Like, realistic expectations. But Payne's on a 1-year deal. He's not going to be back. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Giannis isn't a free agent. Remember, he got that giant contract with the Bucks. He's not going to be a free agent. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, man? I honestly, our defense is top 5 in every category, but I really don't think this team's just that bad offensively that I don't think it's realistic. But I think we'll be in more of a play-in game, like 10th seed. But this team just has big struggles offensively. Yeah, I've always understood Tibbs is just he's a winner. But my problem with him was just developing guys. Like, how will he develop guys? Like, you know? What team? Do you think we'll get Bradley Beal? Wouldn't be surprised if a team like the Heat get him. It definitely has to be a competitive basketball team. Because he's not going to another, trash team. Like, people were saying Westbrook's back. Next game, he's going to shoot, 2 for 20. We know who Westbrook is. People are like, Westbrook's back. We know who Westbrook is. He's going to have a night, he drops 40. Then he's going to, have a triple-double. Then he's going to go 2 for 20. Like, we know what Westbrook is. I wouldn't mind LaVine. And some people were saying don't trade, the Knicks shouldn't trade their first rounder for LaVine. But what are the chances, that first rounder is going to be as good as a guy like Zach LaVine, you know? You know what I mean? And, before, we thought Randall was a guy that puts up stats, empty stats, on a really bad team, and it doesn't result in winning. And you see how Randall's matured his game. Imagine what Tibbs could do with a guy like Zach LaVine, you know? You got Randall playing defense. That Mavericks first, though, I'm not trading. That's higher than our pick right now. That's higher than our pick right now. It's the 8th. That's the 8th overall pick right now. Well, projected, because there's a lottery, you know. Beal to the Sixers. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I know Sixers had a crazy comeback. Simmons played well, which is good. You think they'll improve? There's a chance they can. They need a lot of help, though. The way Porzingis is playing, you could say he's still getting back into his groove, but Luka can't do it by himself. Once that team has COVID, too. What's going on, Anthony? Thanks so much for being here, man. How are you? But if they're the eighth seed, that's still a pretty solid pick. Yo, what's going on, Henny God? Henny God's in the chat. Thanks so much for being here, man. How are you doing? 15th pick ain't bad in this draft. This is a deep draft. You could still get very quality players. Just think about how the Knicks been drafting with the later picks. People may not like Mitchell Robinson, but he was a second-round pick. Emmanuel Quickley, 25th pick. Damian Dotson, second-round pick. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, man. Thank you so much for being here. We're just doing like a chill Q&A, you know? But you just also have to think like outside the box with that. The Knicks been good drafting later. The freaking later picks have been more valuable than the earlier ones, except RJ. He's better than Mitch, of course. And RJ's been playing very well lately. His efficiency's been going up. He's playing throughout his strengths, and then the game coming to him, you got to be pleased with RJ. He's someone I'm really tough on, and he's been playing better. But yeah, I don't think Quickley will start until this team really is like out of playoff contention. Overall thoughts on the game. For entering this game of realistic expectations. We wanted to see this team compete and see the young guys play well. We weren't expecting to win. They're a deep basketball team. They have guys like Serge Ibaka that could stretch the floor for a big, which is huge. Kawhi, Paul George. They're a very good basketball team. There's a reason why they're the second seed in the Western Conference. There's a reason they're number one and made threes, and of course we're bottom of the barrel. So we were gonna have to play a near perfect game to win. At the end of the day, the Clippers played all 48 minutes of basketball. That's what the best teams do. They play all 48 minutes at a high level. We didn't do that. We're a young team continuing to learn. Randall played well. Manuel quickly came in, provided a big-time spark. RJ played well. What can I say? I'm like pleased with the effort, but we just got to learn to play 48 minutes. It's going to come. We're a young team. I really don't care about the All-Star label, to be completely real. I don't care about the All-Star teams. Like, think about this. He could average, like, watch, because, like, the NBA gets more and more stacked every year. What if he averages, like, 25 points next year on 50% shooting, freaking, like, 6 rebounds, 3 assists? Doesn't make the All-Star team. So is he trash? The All-Star team's a joke. It's so stupid. We've seen guys like Beal get snubbed. Is Beal an All-Star? Of course he is, but the All-Star team doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a guy like JJ Redick. Of course, a great fit would be going back to a championship caliber team. But the system the Pelicans have used, they're not really playing him like coming off of screens. I'm like, just they're not doing a good job with JJ Redick, the Pelicans. That's why he's not having a career year. He's actually having one of his worst years as a pro from downtown. But obviously, he's one of the best shooters. He's older, but he's a guy that just would be cool to have. JJ Redick, because we need some shooting for sure and some depth. Is he a Tibbs guy? No, he plays zero defense. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind Redick. I think the front office would go after him. I don't think Tibbs would be thrilled about it. But yeah, how do you guys like my new poster? Do you guys like the new poster right there? I recently got this like in the mail not too long ago, and I put the frame up yesterday. I think it looks cool. Yeah, that's actually my ideal starting five as well, man. That is Henny God, IQ, RJ, Burks, Randall, Mitch. Randall's been improving his shot this season. He's not like freaking Kevin Durant or anything, um, as a stretch guy, but he's improving his shot. Guy like RJ, he's not the best shooter, but he's improving. Burks could stretch the floor. And IQ, like I would love that freaking starting lineup. It sounds like easy to do that, but you also have to keep in mind, like it sounds simple, but there's a reason why we're fans, you know. Yeah, exactly. The Clippers were too much. Kawhi Leonard, like RJ was playing good defense. He was doing the best he could against a guy like Kawhi Leonard, but there's a reason why Kawhi Leonard is Kawhi Leonard because he's just an insane basketball player. He hits big shots. Paul George, he wasn't even the greatest, but he hit shots when it mattered most. Ibaka, yep. Yeah, that's all that matters. You want to see the young guys play well because they're part of the future. Like RJ could set back this team a couple years if he doesn't play well. We need him to. Rivers, Bullock, Knox, Obi, Noel. See, that's the problem. Like, there's no one you could trust coming off of that bench, though. Rivers is really inconsistent, like extremely inconsistent. He plays hard, but not smart. Bullock's really inconsistent. He could be a brick machine. Knox has just been nothing. Obi has a lot of work to do, and Noel. See, that's the problem. I could see why Quickley's coming off the bench. That second unit is in desperation mode of scoring the basketball. They really are. Because yes, Payne's starting, but who's finishing the games? I know we want to start strong and finish strong. I've made my video on Emmanuel Quickley and my rant on that. But we'll see what happens. Payne's just straight trash. I don't know. Scott Perry was so happy we brought him back. It's garbage pick. Watch Scott Perry get fired because we brought him back. Yeah, he's still trash. I don't care that he made a 3. What's the most you'll give up for Zach LaVine? See, Zach LaVine's a really talented player, but how would he do with guys like Julius Randle around him, RJ around him, you know? Because Quickley is you can't really call him a playmaker. He can pass, but we know his first instincts to score basketball. He averaged 19 points per game in college, and he only averaged like 1 assist, though, you know? But you really just, like, think about it. But realistic-wise, I would trade the Knicks first-rounder, Knox, Dennis Smith Jr. You definitely have to trade, like, Knox, Dennis Smith Jr. first and more. Yo, Coley's in the chat. What's going on, my man? What's going on, dude? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, it was such a pain in the butt, like, lately. When it comes to YouTube's so stupid because, like, I want to go change, like, my bank account information. But then it takes this whole update thing, so I was like, damn, my videos aren't even monetized or anything like that now, but now they are, thank God. I figured out, like, the monetization thing. YouTube's just so extra when it comes to that. But yeah, let's see what Coley says. Coley says, LMAO, Peyton, trash, bro. And gets an automatic note. Yeah, it's a joke. It's just a freaking joke, man. Scott Perry wants Oladipo, too. I know he has a lot to do with his name being brought up. Scott Perry got to go. Oladipo's not, like, he just got traded. Like, why would he just, like, get traded again? I trade Mavs 2023 first. See, that pick's so interesting because it's, like, protected top 10 or something like that. Knox, Alfred. You can't trade Alfred, though. He's no trade clause. You'll have to, like, accept it. I don't want Oladipo. Injury prone and old. He's not old. He's like, what is he, 29, 30 years old? But injury prone, yeah. There you go, man. It actually was an entertaining game. You have to admit, Karam, even though we lost, like, Karam, if you looked at the final score, that didn't really dictate how the game really was. It was much closer than that score. And it was actually a fun game to watch. Oh, yeah, what's going on, Coley? Coley says, what up, bro? You doing your thing, man, providing us with a good outlet to go after. Yeah, man. Just, like, you should thank my dad, though, because my dad is the main reason I am a Knicks fan. He was a Knicks, Giants, Yankees fan. I grew up watching Knicks games with him, and I was like, before I had another channel, it's actually on private right now. I don't upload on there anymore. But I was like, I wanted a fresh start. I was making a bunch of different types of content. That channel was dying. I changed my name a million times. And it's really hard for people to find your outlet if you change your name and change your content a lot. But I was like, I want a strictly just basketball channel. And I would just love to talk nothing but Knicks, like, all the freaking time. Shout out to his channel. But just, like, I freaking love the Knicks. I love NBA. But also, it's not called Knicks something. It's called Clutch B-Ball TV because I talk old basketball, but I still bring you guys Knicks news. Oh, yeah, I forgot we gave that. Yeah, sadly, we did. Yeah, Oladipo's not terrible. Oladipo plays good defense, and he's a bulldog, too. He's kind of like, he's a bulldog type of player. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Quickley is a 2. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Quickley because his playmaking is not great, but he's also not a guy like Alonzo Trier. Alonzo Trier was a pure ball hog. But it's still early in Quickley's career, so he can still develop into that playmaker, or he could still develop into a point guard. Like it's too early to really label him anything. But entering the NBA, I thought he was more of a 2, but he may end up being a 1. You never know. Oh yeah, and I can't make a video of my pops. My pops actually like passed away 5 years ago. Um, Actually more than that now. He passed in like 2015. I forgot it's 2021. Yeah, we play the Bulls tomorrow. That's actually going to be a competitive basketball game. They have guys like Levine. They have Markkinen, who's been playing well lately. Patrick Williams, that's my freaking guy. I love these underrated types of rookies for sure. And I like the under the radar players. Like Keldon Johnson's not a rookie anymore, but I like a guy like Keldon Johnson. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough game in Chicago. Here we go. We have a question from yeah, we're fans of different teams, exactly. Devin Cruz got a question. He says, what would you give up? Obi, RJ? Of course I would take Giannis. But of course we did that situation when we gave up all the young assets for a guy like Carmelo and we compete for a couple of years, but Giannis is in his prime. Of course, when you think about it, freaking superstar, but you also have to think long term. But like, who would you have around Giannis? You would have no one around Giannis. You would have that giant contract. You'll have no draft picks. Surround him with like valuable players. Um, yeah, you know what I mean. Would you trade for Bradley Beal clutch? Do we have anything to trade for like Bradley Beal? I guess we have the first rounders. I wouldn't mind Bradley Beal like at all. He's a freaking beast. Um, yeah, I appreciate that, Cooley. I appreciate that. Dame hit that game winner. Yeah, that game winner was freaking insane. Yeah, exactly. Mahir, that's a great point. That's what I just said. Like then, like yes, we get a freaking beast of Giannis, but then we have like no bench, no one to surround him with. You know what I mean? And you already see what Giannis like. He's gonna win games, but then we're just gonna be kicked out of the first round every time. You know? Yeah, Bradley Beal's a freaking beast, but do you think he would really? Of course, it's not up to him where he would want to be traded, but Knicks are actually competitive, and I don't know. Yeah, I like Bradley Beal a lot. He's a freaking beast. Didn't he go to Miami or no? He went to Florida for college. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing. 16 people in the house. Appreciate you guys. Um, Wait, who did you guys have starting? Like, I thought Shea was your um starting point guard because I know last year you had like Chris Paul then Shea starting. Is Shea hurt? I'm not rooting for any. I just hope it's a good game. Um, Yeah, man, that's like it's actually kind of a blessing in disguise that we didn't get those free agents because now the Knicks are actually forced to build a team the right way. You know, oh, they're starting together. Gotcha. Levine over Beal, interesting. I would take Beal over Levine. But yeah, Teo Maladon I actually do like. He's a fundamental player. He's not flashy. He's smart though. Coley says, "Oh yeah, George Hill. Forgot you guys had him. Yeah, Horford too. Yeah, yeah. We can't make past mistakes again, man, and trade our bench for one guy. I want to see the Knicks be stacked from the starting five. Yeah, exactly. In past years, they've just been so desperate to be competitive that they like sold the whole house for like freaking. It was just disaster. Yes, we went to the playoffs, but what did that do long term? Like the Carmelo trade. Obviously, Carmelo's a beast. Um, he was. We got him in his prime from the Nuggets, but just like long term after that, like gosh, the Knicks were stuck in such a hole. Oh, I would take George Hill over Payne for sure. I would understand it more if a guy like George Hill was starting over Quickly, you know. But Payton, bench depth is very important. Yeah, I like George Hill. He can shoot the ball from the outside. I don't know how he's shooting it this season, but I believe it was like a season ago with the Bucks. He was like leading the NBA in 3-point percentage. Yeah, these kids definitely need development. I have a question. Do you still want Knox on this team, or would you trade him at the deadline? Are you guys like done with Knox? Like he's soft. He can't last in New York. Just like, or we still have to hold on to him. Yeah, I would take a guy like George Hill would be perfect for a guy like Emmanuel Quickley's development. I would just love that. And you also think about how special it would have been having a guy like Chris Paul, like he did for the Thunder, helping out guys like Shea and the young guys. Like, yes, Chris Paul's not a long term solution, but he's different from Westbrook because his contract's almost up soon. It's not like Westbrook taking shots away from the young guys. Like you see what Chris Paul's doing in Phoenix. He's getting his, but he's also distributing the ball, and he would have been perfect for a guy like Emmanuel Quickley. You still have faith in Knox. Thunder could take Knox. You're 50-50 on Knox. Yeah, the Nets, they gave up like the Wizards Nets game was hilarious because those teams are both so bad defensively, so they both gave up like 150 points. Knox isn't built for the G League. See, this is my take on like the G League. I think G League's perfect for a guy like Dennis Smith Jr. Um, but you know what Frank is. I don't think Frank would be like any different in the G League because his style of play, that's just what he is. He's not gonna go out there drop 30 in the G League. He's like a team first guy. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Knox. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the consistency. Like he's shooting the ball so well. He's killing it from the corner. Now just completely fell off. Yeah, you have my man Mike Miller over there on that coaching staff, Thunder coaching staff. But yeah, Knox is he's interesting. He's gotten better at defense. Um, Shot looks smoother. See what happens. His handle needs to get better though. That handle's just awful. 28, 18, 19. That was like Jared Allen, D'Angelo Russell days, right? Exactly. Like, what does Knox bring? Like, he brings inconsistent energy. You want Zach LaVine, Reese? Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, that team played with a lot of heart. I remember they beat the Sixers in like game one, but then it was over from then. See, LaVine's a guy I wouldn't mind at all. Um, Zach LaVine, of course, there's fit issues, maybe, but like Tibbs has gotten like Randall to sacrifice like certain things. So I don't have a problem with fit anymore. We can't think about fit. We can't think about RJ Barrett when entering this draft because you see what Tibbs is doing with Julius Randle, keeping his head up, making the right plays. So like imagine what he's doing with Randle like defensively and passing the ball. Imagine what he would do with a guy like Zach LaVine. Like Randle used to be a guy that put up stats on a bad team. Like it didn't mean anything. It didn't affect didn't result in winning ball. Imagine what he's gonna do with Zach LaVine. But you probably have to give up like the Mavs first rounder or the Knicks like our first rounder. Probably guys like Knox, Frank. Probably have to give up like that. Yeah, man, he just wants to win at any cost. That's the thing with Tom Thibodeau. Sometimes he's stupid though. We're up like 30 and RJ's in the game with like a minute left. Um, yeah, he loves stability though, Tibbs. That's what the Knicks needed though. Even though we don't like certain guys starting, that's what the Knicks freaking needed. Stability. Like stability when it came to the starting lineups. Yeah, they were a fun team. Yeah, we all thought that. Remember when like Knox got the Paul George comparisons? What are my thoughts on Obi? My thoughts kind of remain the same. He hasn't gotten a lot of minutes, so we have to keep that in mind. People saying he's a bust is like crazy. Do I think he's gonna be a bust? Yes, I made a video a long time ago during before the pre-draft process. How I think he's gonna be a bust. It's on private now because Knicks fans were gonna kill me. I thought he was gonna be a bust.
I made a video on Will Obi Toppin break the curse. You could check that video out if you'd like, if you haven't seen that. But it's way too early. Um, it's not fault. It's not his fault. He was drafted into a position with a guy like Julius Randle there, and he automatically changed his game into a freaking, like, he's a beast and his game's way more mature. Like, it's hard to take Randle off the floor when he's playing like a damn freaking MVP out there. Um, but coming in at, of course, at 22 years old, you got to come in with something that's going to translate to the NBA. He didn't really come in with that. People say he's a shooter. Like, he only attempted, what was it, 33s? Like, his last year in college, 2.6 attempts, like 38% from three. Didn't come in with a post move. It's not crazy strong. Like, he has a lot of work to do. Like, he has a lot of work to do. I like how hard he plays, but yeah, I did not like the pick. Coley. Devin Cruz says RJ's improving his field goal percentage, by the way. Yeah, he's shooting like 43% now. RJ's improving his field goal percentage by the game. I'm very impressed with him. We need him shooting from 43. Yeah, he's shooting like 43% right now. If he can get to freaking 45, I'll be very pleased with that. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like Obi, I don't think he's athletic, but does he really have talent? Is like being athletic a talent? Like in NBA standards, like you have guys that have been very athletic in the NBA. Is Shannon Brown? But was he a good player? You know what I mean? Like his jump shot, like his mechanics aren't great. Doesn't have a post move in his arsenal. His handle's sloppy. He's undersized for the position. He's not physical. He has a lot of work to do. Obi, a lot of work to do. Definitely does need to add on some more muscle. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here, Henny God. Have a great night. Yeah, I actually do like how he's starting to shoot that mid-range shot. I really do like that. Who would you take at 8? I'll say it again. Even though Devin Vassell isn't like doing anything crazy over there, I would have taken Devin Vassell. I was in love with like guys like Devin Vassell and Sadiq Bey at 8 because you know what you're getting. You know you're getting a 3-and-D guy, guard the perimeter, long wingspan, knockdown shooter, and people say that's all you're getting, right? But people have to realize you can't swing for the fences like every time. It's cool to hit like a base hit or a double, because at least you know you're getting something. Like a Mikal Bridges, I wanted over Knox. I wanted freaking Mikal Bridges because people are like, oh, he's just gonna be solid 3-and-D guy. But if you get anything more than just a 3-and-D guy, it's insane. It really is. Like if you get if someone's considered like safe and they end up being more than just safe, like you never know, there may be something more to their game, but you know what you're getting with those guys. No, I wasn't a fan of Halliburton at that slot. Like people were saying the Knicks should have taken Halliburton, but he got fit into such a perfect situation. People were talking about like Halliburton starting. He's not even starting, I believe. He's coming off the bench, and when he isn't, he thrives because he's not the primary ball handler. It's because he's off the ball. You have a guy of De'Aaron Fox with his skills, his athleticism. Then you have the feel of the game of Tyrese Halliburton. He's not a guy that's consistently going to shoot off the dribble. He's more of a catch and shoot guy. I do like him. But he got put into a perfect position. Yo, what's going on, Jasper? Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I've only been live for 34 minutes. You're good, Big Task. Thanks so much for being here, man. Probably Karam. We'll see. Yo, you too, Henny God. If he continues to play like this, like we're gonna have to extend guys at some point. I'm extending Randall. You got to extend someone at some. The Knicks never like extending anyone. They really don't. But yeah, I love Sadiq Bey. Yo, Michael, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. I really do appreciate that. You did not have to do that. I really do, man. Like, great supporter of the channel. He says, salute, my guy. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for being here. He says, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I think the Knicks are definitely moving in the right direction. And, man, I really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Michael. But yeah, I just love because you know what you're getting. But yeah, Jasper, yeah, we're playing the Bulls tomorrow. But you just know what you're getting with the 3-and-D guys. And it's just so awesome with those guys because if they give you anything any more than that anything extra, it's just like, it's just crazy. Because Mikal Bridge is a safe prospect, but he's like a 7-foot wingspan. He's insane on defense. Like, he's athletic too. Like, they're more than just, I don't know. At some point, the Knicks are going to have to settle for a safe guy like that. They really are like a glue guy for a long time. That fits today's NBA, like a Robert Covington. The Knicks do have to extend Randall. And, like, people have to be like, people are like, can't extend Randall and all this, right? Like, don't give that much money to him. Like, we have so much cap space. Randall's the highest paid player on our team. Is he getting paid like 60 mil or whatever it is? I do not think RJ will develop into a Kawhi Leonard type of player. Kawhi is one of the best defensive players I've ever seen. But RJ I still think could be a good player. But Kawhi, the moves he has in his arsenal from the post, he's a special, special player, Kawhi. Wait, where's his family live at? Like, I know JJ Redick, he hasn't been playing in the best system in New Orleans. Um, like to set him up for success. It's definitely not a career year for him from three. We'll see what happens. It's definitely not a Tibbs guy though, but the zero defense. Yeah, you could. There's like, you could never have enough shooters. Oh, he lives in Brooklyn. There you go. You might go to the Nets then. You can never have enough shooters. Like, you can never have enough shooters. Like, 3-and-D guys are just, they're safe. You know what you get from them. They play good defense. They knock down shots. And like Devin Vassell, like, I think he'll be good long term. He's a 3-and-D guy, but he's also athletic and put the ball on the floor a little bit. I don't get how people like scouts really sleep on these guys. I don't get it. Would you? Ooh, this is an interesting question. Would you move IQ if you had a really good shot at getting Cade? I would have to know I'm getting Cade. Zach LaVine, like people say he puts up like empty stats or good stats on a bad basketball team. Um, but who else would win? Like, who else would win on that team? That team's horrible defensively. Jesus, like, that team's just so bad and so young. But you take a look at LaVine's career, how much he's improved every single season. If it's from beyond the arc, his handle, like scoring the basketball, it's insane. And if you put him on a team like the Knicks, like, we thought before Randall was an empty stats guy. Like, we thought he was a guy that put up stats on a bad team, doesn't result in a winning product. And see what Tibbs has done, getting him to play defense. Randall's keeping his head up. Imagine what he would do with a guy like LaVine. Just imagine. I prefer LaVine as a shooting guard, though. And then you can move RJ to a 3 because we know RJ is that bully ball type of guy. Yeah, LaVine's a freaking beast. We'll see what happens with that. I'm sure Tibbs will have a plan, though. Yeah, exactly. They're versatile. They can guard several positions. Like, you don't have to worry about switches in certain situations. But I don't know. I just love those 3-and-D guys. You know what you're getting. It's really rare they bust. Like, Mikal Bridge is beast. Sadiq Bey. Robert Covington's a beast. But I don't know. And then it's just so awesome, too, because, like, someone could always add something new to their game. Yeah, we need a wing. I'm not going to say shooting guard because RJ could play the 2 or the 3. We just need a wing in general. Would you rather have Quickley starting or a top 10 draft pick? What do you mean by that? Like, if we drafted like a Jalen Suggs or Cade Cunningham, obviously if you get a Cade Cunningham, which we're not because we're competitive, he's going to be the first pick in the draft. We don't get that, and that's not realistic. But obviously, if you invest a top 5 pick in a point guard, you got to start him. I don't know. I just say play the best guy. Rudy Gay is way more athletic, though. Was way more athletic. Yeah, exactly. But we have to stop worrying about fits because we thought it was going to be a problem with the fit with Randall, and then you see how he matured his game. See, I'm not that high on Lonzo like other people are. Like, yes, he had a great night, like 27 points the other night, but he's so inconsistent. He has no dog in him. Like, he just is never consistently like putting his like pedal to the metal. His shots like really inconsistent. His playmaking is awesome. His defense is very solid. But then you look at the full picture, he doesn't consistently put pressure on the defense. I'm not settling for an okay point guard. I'm not waiting all these years to settle for an okay point guard when we've had trouble at the point guard position for such a long time. He's an upgrade over Peyton, but like he's not a huge upgrade when you think about it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Have a great night, Jasper. See, I don't know if Mitch is the future. I really can't. Like, stuff he's saying on social media is maturity issues. Like, he still has work to do. I know he's not in foul trouble. And as long as you surround the center with the right pieces, you can win a championship with that type of center. But you really need great players, and he has a lot of work to do. I understand he could dunk, he's athletic, but he needs help knowing where to be on the floor defensively still. He can't stretch the floor, doesn't have a hook shot in his arsenal. Mitch has a lot of work to do. He really has a lot of work to do. I'm not sold on the center position like others are. I'm really not. And his free throw is not good. He wants to shoot threes, and he's talking about, I can't wait when the Knicks let me play my game, but he can't make free throws. What's going on, Scott? Thanks so much for being here, man. How are you doing? Yeah, Lonzo sucks from the free throw line. Rather roll it quickly than have Lonzo. Yeah, we haven't seen that since like first, second year in the league. It's insane. I think the coaching has told him to stop because it could result in a lot of fouls. They're trying to mature his game. Yeah, Obi has a lot of work to do, but I'm not surprised by that if you've been following my channel since the um, um, pre-draft process. Yeah, this team already can't shoot as well. People don't look at the full picture. They just think Lonzo, beautiful passes, like the way he'll fit with RJ. But you need a freaking point guard that can shoot the ball. You wanted Danny Boy Stoke Obi, yeah, we have to support him at the end of the day. See this see, I understand what you're saying. If Lonzo can shoot, but he's not shooting 38% from three. He's not. And people will like look at the past stats what he did last year. Like, I worry about what he's doing right now. If he doesn't finish consistently good at the basket, doesn't like consistently penetrate, why don't we just roll it quickly at that point? Yeah, he would jump at everything. Mitch is tradable. He's a replaceable basketball player. Mitch is. I didn't see them, Anthony. Yeah, Shea's a freaking beast. He's a beast. Really like Shea. If we had Kenny Payne at that time, we would have picked freaking Shea over Knox. Ellington was a trash Nick. He's playing well with the Pistons, though. Doug is actually, he had a lot of 4-point plays with us. I know Karam knows about Doug. He was a member of the Thunder at one point. I think he's on the Pacers now. I doubt Shea's a free agent soon. Wasn't he just like a rookie? Like, yeah, he was in Knox's draft class. He's probably going to get a giant extension. Isn't Jamal Crawford, he's planning on signing with the Nets? Thank you so much for being here, Trust. How are you? Terry Rozier, is he going to be a free agent? Or no, I think we'll have to trade for him. I think he's like one more year left. See, I just think the Knicks have to be patient. Like, we don't even know how Quickley is starting yet. Yeah, Mitch doesn't play smart. That's the thing with him here. Yeah, Shea's getting he's gonna get a bag from the Thunder, and he deserves it. He's a beast. No one talks about him because Thunder are rebuilding. But yeah, freaking Jokic had an insane game. Don't get me wrong though, Mitch is an anchor in the paint though. He is. He's a freaking anchor. But like we'll really have to have a good backcourt. We'll really need a good guard or wings for Mitch not to be a liability. Because you can only get away with having those types of bigs, like not special ones, like Jokic, if you have good guard play. When I get older, do I want to work in the NBA? That's a really good question. Of course, that would be a very cool like dream. But like, what specifically, Mr. Dealer? Thanks so much for being here. If I had to let one go, I'm trying to sign all of them. If they're all playing very well, you have to try to sign all of them. Because you're going to have to sign, like, think about it this way. Randall, if he's playing really amazing, he's on a team option anyway, I believe. You're going to have to sign him back. I don't care. I still don't get people that are like, oh, we have to trade Randall just because we started Obi. Well, things change. Randall's matured his game. Obi, I didn't like from the start. He has a lot of work to do. We're not trading Randall for like a freaking 25th overall pick of a contending team just for Obi to start, and then he's trash. That's such an old school Knicks thing to do. But if Quickley looks like our point guard in the future, you freaking like people don't sign players of what they did in the past. They sign them of what they expect them to do in the future. Like we expect a lot from you, so we're gonna give you this contract. Make sure that we don't regret this. Like RJ, he's gonna be part of the future, most likely, hopefully. Randall, like you got to sign all those guys. Well, Quickley, if he wants a max contract, he's hot. He's played like 20 games of the year. But it depends how they're playing. It's an interesting question, man. But obviously, you'll have to give RJ a max contract at some point if he plays really well. But it's way too early for that. Yeah, it's only RJ's second year. Knicks announcer after Mike Breen retires. I don't think Iggy's in the G League. I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't care about Iggy, to be completely honest. Not an NBA player. Like to play. Oh, if like we had to hold on to one. See, that's really tough though, because like we don't know how they're going to be playing when their contract year comes up. Oh, I'm not sold on Knox either. There's a reason he spelled his name like that and not Knox. There's a reason he's that bad. Oh, I freaking love Mike Breen. Mike Breen's a freaking goat. If you guys love Mike Breen, like after the stream, type in the Ringer and then search Mike Breen. That interview with Bill Simmons and Mike Breen's freaking awesome. I freaking love Mike Breen. That was like before RJ was like playing well, but Scott Curry for three, bang, puts it in, blocked by James. Random question. I love random question. Knicks for life. Thanks so much for being here. Jared Harper, beast at Auburn. He's fast, plays with confidence. I like him. Is he part of the future? Probably not, but I actually do like Jared Harper. Killed us in the summer league. I'll never forget that when he was with the Suns. I'm a Giants fan. But yeah, guys, do you like my new poster right there? Got my new poster right there. Forgot it was RJ's second year. Sheesh. We need a solid wingman. Hope we can grab one after a point guard in the draft. Yeah, man. And we need to sign RJ. We haven't signed a point guard. Or we haven't signed someone after, like, we drafted them since, like, was it Chris Childs? Not Chris Childs. Who's the guy that played for Florida State, won the Heisman? Charlie Ward. We haven't signed, like, a rookie since, like, Charlie Ward, like, after their rookie contract was done. Oh, they're showing the Knicks highlights right now. They're talking about how RJ's starting to become more consistent. Kyrie or Lillard? Kyrie obviously hit the biggest shot on like the biggest stage, so you can't say that. But Lillard's never been put in that position as well, you know. That was insane, Michael. I remember that. Just NBA, but I've actually been thinking about like starting up an NFL channel. But don't worry, this is still gonna be very inconsistent. Probably might just be like once a week on there. I might think about doing that. Because I love like breaking down quarterbacks and stuff like that. Yeah, Charlie Ward. We need to be like, do we need? Well, I don't have like two channels anymore. The other one's actually on private. Noah Cahill's done. Yeah, Charlie Ward, the guy who should have played football. What's going on, MH? Time to run Payne out of town. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We all know that's not Alfred Payton. We all know that. They're actually just showing the Knicks highlights on NBA TV. Season high points allowed. Well, that happens when the Clippers are number one from three and one of the best offensive teams in the NBA. They made 17 3-pointers. They're 11-0 when they make over 16 or 16 and plus. I remember Mindauskis Kuzminskis. He was actually quite the baller, but Jeff Hornacek probably didn't play him because he was too busy like sleeping with Hornacek's daughter or something. There was that whole joke. McCollum or Bradley Beal, it's funny because like Quickley models his game after a McCollum. He models his game after a guy like whatchamacallit, Lou Williams. But yeah, what was the question? McCollum or Bradley Beal? They're both fantastic players. Kuz, he was the original Kuz, not freaking Kuzma's trash ass. Yeah, I'm saying that, and Kuzminskis isn't in the NBA anymore. Clippers do need a stud point guard, but like the Lakers, they don't really have one either. But because you have superstars like that, you really don't need one. It's so crazy how the NBA has changed. Oh yeah, MH, I set up my new poster there. Wait, Bauer to the Shanghai Sharks. All right, man, sounds good. Kuz is trash. Dude, we all supported Kuz. We all know that though. That team, Ron Baker, Kuz, that team had no direction. Holy sh! That was so bad. Willie Hernangomez. Yo, let's go Knicks. What's going on, Dark Nest? And thanks so much for being here, man. Yo, I would love George Hill. George Hill, a veteran guy. He would be perfect for a guy like Quickley or whatever point guard we bring in. George Hill, MH, that would be perfect. If we found a way to bring in a guy like that. Knox hasn't been playing much, especially with like Bullock coming back. Knox isn't going to be playing a lot. Of course, Knox started off the season really strong. He was like number one in 3-point percentage from the corner. He's been better on defense, but people are like, why don't they get him involved more? Because Knox's handle is that bad. He has so much work to do. Knox. There's a reason we're fans, and there's a reason they're coaches, and that's the role he's put in. Hopefully, we're not the Magic, MH. I don't think this team's good enough to make the playoffs, though. Hopefully, we're not the Magic. But I don't think so. I think Papa Leon is smart too, Egghead, yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind. I would actually like seeing... Maybe Kevin Knox needs to change the scenery. I would actually like to see Knox go to the Thunder. I'm not either. This team, like, hasn't built... Like, people are like, we've been rebuilding for 20 years. They don't know what a rebuild is then. We haven't been rebuilding properly. We haven't been doing it the right way. Yeah, when we had freaking Carmelo, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Porzingis, that was a rebuild, all right. That was a rebuild. Lou Amundsen? Yeah, his ugly-ass free throw. Who was it Cole Aldrich who shot all the way back here? Gosh, he sucked. Sure, Thunder could have him. Give us Shea Gilgeous-Alexander a deal. I'll take that. That's not realistic, though. Yeah, we all hope the Mavericks lose, though, of course. Dude, that Mavericks pick's 8th. They're not gonna continue to lose like that. No way. Raptors play Brooklyn next. Bro, the Nets really lost to the Wizards. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, small market would actually be perfect for Knox when you think about it. Some mellow personality. Actually, we should actually. That would be perfect for him. I want to see Knox succeed. Chris Dudley, the dude that threw the ball at Shaq. Or RJ's gotten better. I want to say RJ's shot's completely broken. Who's the worst Nick shooting the ball right now? Alfred Payne's the worst shooter. He's worse than RJ shooting the rock. Noel, gosh, he sucks offensively. Yeah. Rivers when it's not off the dribble. Oh my. This man says. Wait. Yo, Joshua Craig, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being a member, man. You're awesome. Did you just like renew that member or it just says you're a member? Because like for a second I was like demonetized. Now I'm monetized again. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, man. I don't know, but thank you so much for supporting the channel and being amazing. Yeah, I agree. That's what I just said, Josh. Yeah, KP can't stay healthy. He's 2 torn ACLs. Like, he had 2 torn ACLs. That's insane. Okay. Gotcha, man. But yeah, I appreciate you being a great supporter, dude. But yeah, if you ever have any video suggestions, let me know. I'm gonna actually end up doing that tier list video, because I need to get a screen recording software, but I'm gonna find a way to do that. It's just really hard to do, like when it's like still the beginning of, because it's kind of still the beginning of the season. I'm probably gonna do that at the end because it's really hard to say with guys like Quickley and RJ. They may just freaking end up being trash. No, KP didn't get hurt, but we're just talking about like the injuries he's had. Noah was jumping backwards. Worst jump shot I've seen. Yeah, that was actually really cool. I saw that. It was like during coming out of a timeout. That was really cool. But it's awesome seeing like these veterans have respect for him, you know? Well, he had the one ACL injury last season. Yeah, last season, right? I'm trying to remember. Didn't he tear his ACL again? I'm pretty sure. Trying to remember. No, what's your all-star team, East and West? See, I can never do that. West, Jokic, obviously LeBron, Anthony Davis. See, it's just boring to me. You have Rudy Gobert on there, probably Donovan Mitchell. See, I really don't care about all-star teams, to be honest. I thought he did. Let me look that up. I swear he tore it again. Or he hurt something in his other knee. I don't think it was a game. Let me see. Yeah, I remember that when he dunked on Giannis and he tore his ACL. Yeah, it was really depressing. He hurt his meniscus. There you go. That's still a bad injury. It's still bad. Okay. That's still bad, though. He's still out for like a long time. Yeah, I never watched the All-Star game, to be honest, though. Yeah, I actually made a video on that. No, Porzingis isn't injured. He's not injured. He's not injured. We're talking about the past injuries. Well, that's not realistic, Scott. KP for Luka, that's not realistic. They weren't doing that. Yeah, the All-Star game, I don't watch 3-point contest, dunk contest. I think it's all boring. Oh, don't be sorry, man. Alvin's in the house. Thanks so much for being here, man. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Leon, I don't think so, dude. They weren't going to trade Luka. It was freaking insane. Warriors have the T-Wolves pick next year. Another top 3 pick for them. They do? Who cares about Frank at this point? Want to start up a basketball channel? See, I'm just like you. There's nothing special about my channel. I record on my phone. I literally record videos on my phone. I'm on my phone right now. It's all about consistency, and if you know what you're talking about, it really is just consistency. Just have passion for it. People love when you're energized, but be yourself. Like people could just tell when you're not yourself. People will see right through you. But consistency is a big thing. There's really no secret formula to being like recognized on YouTube. You just got to be yourself and don't upload content to upload content. Just like upload when you want to. But it's a grind. It really is a grind. But as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. What's going on? John Mayer's in the house. Hope you're building this team the right way. Hope you're telling Dave Gettleman not to do anything stupid. In the Wiggins trade, Timberwolves are dumb. They're so dumb. The Timberwolves, not only they get D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, right? They get a guy of Anthony Edwards, who I thought was going to be a bust from the start, and he is. At best, he's going to be like a 25-0-0 guy who's really inefficient. He's good when he plays defense. That's not good when, like, someone you draft first overall, he hasn't even started until now. He's good when he tries. That's not something you like to hear. Shot selection's awful. Such a black. He's not good. Edwards is not good. Better trade for KP. It's done at them today, so I'm not going to really talk about it. Yeah, KP, and he gained that muscle for no reason. He posts up, but he doesn't, like, put it all the way, like, down on the block, especially against guards. He struggles against those shorter types of guys. Like, I've made a video on how Porzingis is holding himself back. It got so much hate, but in my opinion, it's the truth. Yeah, that team is so bad defensively. They're so bad. I feel bad for Timberwolves fans. Minnesota fans. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Edwards. Like, I never thought of him as, like, good prospect. He didn't result in winning at Georgia either. KB was a mid-range beast, but I always hated about him. He always settled for shots. When he would post up. I'm like, be patient, quit settling for these stupid shots. Notice how guys like Marcus Smart killed him. He would always say, I'm gonna get better in the post. He never did. He really never did. And he would have stretches of 10 games that he's freaking averaging 30. People were like, MVP. And then he's inefficient for the rest of the season and he's putting up numbers, but he was really inconsistent, Porzingis. He was a good scorer, but he would not box out. Reason we would lose games. Oh, I love Wiseman. That's someone I really liked. I don't know because he was a sophomore. Some people, just scouts aren't in love with sophomores anymore. Rookie of the year right now, it's probably LaMelo with the media, and he's actually been playing very well. The Magic are so weird. They're such a weird team. They're not really like, Fultz has been all right for them. I would have waited to give him a contract till the season's over though. Um, Isaac can't stay healthy. He has potential though. I like Isaac. You should literally just stick with Isaac. Stick with guys like Fultz. It's like I feel bad. Like I know Mo Bamba's not anything, but I've always felt bad for Mo Bamba. You draft Mo Bamba, then like the offseason later, you give Vucevic a giant contract, even though Vucevic is a beast. It's just they're such a confusing team. They really are. Yeah, of course. I know Fultz is done for the year. I know, I know. That's what I said. That's why I said I would have waited toward then. Yeah, Porzingis is just. See, I don't even care about the Halliburton talk anymore because we got a guard of Quickley. I don't really care about the Halliburton talk anymore. You know, Halliburton would have been like he got put in a perfect position. I love Halliburton. He's such a smart player, but he got put in the perfect position. You know. Yo, what's going on, Cushman? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I love Halliburton. But let's just stop and appreciate Quickley for a second. Even if Quickley's not a point guard of the future, we got him with the 25th overall pick, not second round Cushman, you know? We got him with the freaking 25th overall pick. Like, it's okay if he's a Lou Williams. It's okay. Of course, we want him to be our damn point guard. We need a damn point guard. But yeah, like I said again, Halliburton was put in a perfect position in Sacramento. I love you too, man. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I actually feel good. I could stay up because I'm like fully virtual now, so I don't really care about sleep. Because I'm online. Oh well. What were your thoughts on the game, man? I'm actually not having anyone on the live right now because it is very late. Um, don't want to wake up anyone in my house, you know. And it's weird when I'm on my phone. There's like some static thing. Like it ended up being good with Cushman when I was talking to him, but then it started off really staticky because my phone. It wasn't because of Cushman. It was because of my stupid audio. I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got you, man. I got you, Cushman. I understand that, Carl. I understand. Chiefs probably win the Super Bowl. It should be a good game though. Donovan Mitchell, 23 points per game, 43% from the field, 39% from three. I didn't know he was shooting that good from three. They watched my other channel that doesn't exist anymore. But this is a low key channel. Not a lot of people at my school know this channel. I felt bad for Fultz too. What's going on, Karen? I hope you're doing well. Um, you have annoying Bucks fans, Tom Brady fans. Yeah, is that a question? Not none. They're both trash. Last Knicks game I went to. Hmm. What was the last Knicks game? Oh wait, Knicks versus Miami at Madison Square Garden. First ever game at Madison Square Garden. I love the atmosphere there. Um, Knicks won. Damian Dotson dropped 30. Yo, what's going on? Blockchain boys in the house. Thank you so much for being here, man. But yeah, Dotson dropped 30 that game. Um, that was amazing. Cornette went off. But yeah, what's going on, Blockchain boy? Hope he has a bad dream tonight too. There's just no point in talking about that situation on the channel anymore with Quickley starting because it's just, yeah. wait. All right, Joshua. Again, thank you so much for being a member. He said, I went to Philly versus Knicks. Gosh, can we ever beat the freaking 70s? We haven't beaten them in such a long time. I went to a Philly versus Knicks game on January 17th. I sat behind Ben Simmons' mom, and she called me a loser. Wow. Well, her son is a loser because I used to like him, but he's a soft cannoli. I miss Dotson too. Like, why can't we just keep these very solid 3-and-D guys? Not everyone has to be an all-star, you know? Just like, I want us to draft, like, is there a Mikal Bridges in this draft? Like, get the most solid guy. Wait, hold up. Wait, you went to. Oh, that game was disgusting. Oh my gosh, that game was ugly. Was that the game? Did y'all even play in that game? Wasn't like not even the starters. What was the game we lost and like starters weren't even playing for the Grizzlies? I went to the Knicks Grizzlies last year, exactly a year ago. It was the game, sell the chant or sell the team. Freaking, this F Fizz though. Yeah, man. Maybe as a reserve, we'll see what happens. You have no school tomorrow? That's awesome, dude. Wait, what's NBA Top Shot? Don't know what that is. Jaw played. Corey Kispert. Oh, he plays for Gonzaga. That Gonzaga team's stacked. I don't think they've lost a game, right? Oh, that's when he shoved him at the 3-point line. Oh gosh, that game was an embarrassment. Oh my gosh, don't remind me of that game. But guys, you guys, Knicks fans should actually be happy that there's no fans. I'll tell you why. Imagine the Alfred Payton situation. Imagine that. Just to freaking imagine that. Would this team be focused? I have a feeling Tibbs would have these guys being focused. But with the Payton situation, the boos. Oh my gosh, disaster. I'm not from New York. I live in New Jersey. You jinxed it, my friend. Just the adjustments. This team was ran like there's no plays. Didn't hold guys accountable. He sucked. Fizdale freaking sucked. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a new regime. Anthony Edwards had a good game, but I don't care. He's gonna shoot like 2 for 20 next game. I don't like Edwards. The Timberwolves win or no? I love Okoro. That's the guy I wanted. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. See, the thing is, though, I don't feel bad for Payne because he's an athlete, has to deal with it. But he can't control it. He's just doing his job. Tibbs is the one starting him. Like, that's his decision. Like, at the end of the day, Payne's just doing what he's asked to do and just like. I was born in Atlanta, though. Yeah, I do have a fantasy basketball team. Yeah, New Jersey's not great. The Wolves won. Wolves suck. I could say that because the Knicks are better. Thanks for letting me know, man. Yeah, the fans would go, oh my gosh, the fans would throw trash at Payton. Oh, that would be a disaster. No defending Alfred Payton, yeah. Yeah, it depends what part of New Jersey, though. If I can go to one Knicks game next year, oh, what would the roster look like though? That's the thing. See, I would love to go to any Knicks game as long as it's at Madison Square Garden. I do not, Mr. Dealer. Do I want them to? Of course, but don't see it happening. If they do make the playoffs, it'll be like maybe a couple games under 500. Knicks, Nets. Yeah. Any opponent. Obviously, the Nets, like the Mavericks, would be cool. Porzingis, if he plays, he'll probably be hurt. I think the Mavericks. I would just love to see the Mavericks again. Yo, you got a Quickley jersey? Oh, that's awesome, dude. He said just buy my Quickley jersey. There you go. Dude, I'm going to have to get a Quickley jersey. I have an RJ jersey as of right now, and I'm like the most freaking I'm tough on RJ, but I'm giving him credit lately. It's just when you're so high on players and they just aren't reaching expectations at a certain time and they're disappointing, but RJ's been playing good basketball. What can I say? Yo, thanks so much for Super Chat. I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. I don't. I'm just going to call you the GOAT. Thanks so much for Super Chat, man. He says only 15 and better than Stephen A. Smith already. Who? Man, I'm 16 years old. I'm going to be 17 April 2nd, but I appreciate that, man. I really do. Are you telling me that? But yeah, thank you, dude. I really do appreciate the support. I've seen you in my live streams. I think I've seen you comment on my videos. But yeah, go Knicks, man. Thank you so much. You guys want to see my Porzingis jersey? Should I pull out the Porzingis jersey? I have a Porzingis jersey, sadly. But now I'm starting to make the case that Randall's a more efficient, more consistent player than Porzingis ever was as a Knick. Porzingis would have those stretches, but then he would freaking be inefficient and not rebound. He'd be soft. Randall's freaking. That's what I love. Randall's a freaking dog. We made these human Beyblade jokes, and now like Porzingis is more talented, but it doesn't matter if you're not producing. What's going on, Jeremy? Thanks so much for being here, man. Porzingis sucks. Yeah, I saw you like entertain a like role player. I freaking love that tweet. Gosh. Yeah, Edwards at 23. What are your thoughts on Anthony Edwards? Ethan or Cushman? I'm not an Edwards guy. Jokic is so freaking good. Jesus. You know what we should do? We should just trade all our first rounders for later picks. Because we know how to draft later. You have all your stance on politics, so I'm not gonna judge you. But I don't want politics in here. Yo, Carl says, I got me a Rivers jersey. You got a Rivers jersey. See, I love his leadership, and I love how hard he plays. It's just the inconsistency with him, though, but I love how he represents New York. Yeah. Doc Rivers, yeah. Played with the Hawks as well. Of course, coach the Celtics. Coach Philly, now he's coach of, or he coached Clippers, now he coaches Philly. Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony's, of course, a New York guy. He's such a weird number for a guard, though. My stance changed on Cole Anthony. I freaking hated him. Then I was on, and then I was off. Because I got what Cole Anthony brought to the table. Difficult shot maker. Great NBA level handle. But then you saw, like, the inefficiency. Is he a winner? Not a true playmaker. Like, trader mass pick for LeBron? Yeah, I wish. Yeah, and like the big stance on him is he's a good player when he tries. I don't like that. Yeah, Edwards is an athletic freak, though. I understand the upside, but does he want to be great? Yeah, that's true, Karam. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, dude. People just look at it like he's averaging nearly 13. His efficiency is just pure awful, and Yeah, you're like me when it comes to that. You can make the case. We gotta did. DSJ sucks. Um, it doesn't even matter right now that Porzingis is on the team because we have Randall, who's resulting in winning basketball. He's a 4. And could you imagine we hold on to that Mavericks pick? It results in like a Zach LaVine somehow in some type of package, or we get a player that is just a beast. Like you can make that case. Porzingis is talented. He's not producing. He's not staying on the floor, and they're talking about trading him from friggin' Mavericks. Yeah, I don't like that. Like he like football maybe more. Yeah, DSJ sucks. 0.7. Just no comment. They both suck. Yeah, some people are really high on Lonzo. I think Lonzo's like a solid player. Do I want him? No. I'd rather just start Quickly. Like I want to label Quickly as like a Lou Williams, but then I don't because we can't label him until like he could still learn to play the point guard position even better. And it's not good to label someone as a starter or as something until they could prove that they're good at it or not. But I understand the playmaking, just the fit with guys like RJ and transition, Randall, and all these athletic types of guys that work downhill. Would Tibbs like him though? Is he mentally tough enough? He's a good playmaker, good at defense. Shoots terrible from the free throw line, inconsistent from downtown. It's the inconsistency of wanting to work downhill too. There's like he's an upgrade over Peyton though. He is, but I'm taking someone who's way better than Peyton, not just like you know what I mean. Dude, I thought they played very hard. I love the grit they played with. The young guys played well. Like if if there was like a good loss, this is a good loss. Of course, you want to see them pull out the W, but at the end of the day, they're a better basketball team. They really are. But yeah, I thought they played hard. I was happy with how the Knicks played, dude. Especially because we're a total opposite team. They're like number one in the NBA in shooting threes. We're like bottom of the barrel. Yeah, his game's not terrible. Yeah, Bucks game was just Jesus. I would just wait till Lonzo's a free agent. People are saying trade for him. I get it at the deadline, but I would wait until he's a free agent. Like he can't demand a lot of money. Like, come on. Yeah, it was the definition of a good loss. They play hard, they compete, and the young guys play well. See, I don't mind Levine. I wouldn't mind Zach Levine at all. I think he's a beast. I love how he's improved throughout the season. Look what Tibbs has been doing with Randall. The guy we wanted to trade, the guy I was making jokes about. He got him playing defense. He got him passing the basketball. Like, imagine what you do with Zach Levine. People were questioning if Randall results in winning ball. Yeah, it's that simple. Yeah, why can't we just waive him? I know he's a no trade clause, but just waive him. Beal's a beast. Beal's just an absolute beast. I loved him since Florida. He's not going to the Knicks soon. It's just rumors. I wouldn't like that. Yeah, the rotations haven't been great. He puts in guys too late, for sure. Can't be too pissed at Tibbs though. It's too early, and he's getting results. What could we say? The young guys are playing well. He's like, even though Quickly's not starting, he's playing well. You got Mitch staying out of foul trouble, playing more disciplined, even though he has a lot of work to do. He's overachieved with this roster. I'll give Randall a max contract if he continues to play well. Got to give people contracts at some point. I don't want Derrick Rose starting. I don't want Derrick Rose. What are we gonna do? Get a point guard that's just like not a part of the future. We're gonna have him for like 2 years. Plays no defense. He's a player that doesn't give a crap. He didn't give a crap when he was here with the Knicks. I was not a fan. Derrick Rose put up points, but besides that, so ball dominant. Played no defense. Like, get us a damn point guard that's a part of the future. Like, don't get Derrick Rose. I just don't understand it. We have to focus on development. I don't know why Noel would be starting. We'll see what happens. Knicks for life with the Beal situation. What's going on, Chris Vertical? Yeah, Coley. Which NBA YouTubers I know? I freaking love King of the Fourth Quarter. That's my guy. I think that's like the only NBA YouTuber I watch right now. I'm trying to think. Oh, I watch The Ringer. Bill Simmons is freaking awesome. I want to call him like a YouTuber because he's more than just that. Funky Diabetic. I've watched him time and like there and there. Kenny Farrell, King of the Fourth Quarter. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, dude. I definitely do have to start watching the videos again, to be honest, because I do have school and I'm starting to like hang out with my girlfriend more on the weekends. I'm not on YouTube as much as you guys think. Like I'm not. All right, I'll come for sure. I'll come without a mask. I don't care. My day was good. How was yours, man? Thanks for asking. Today, Junior. Taj Gibson. He did the little things out there. Just grab a damn point. Yeah, let's get freaking Derrick Rose. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's get Derrick Rose again. Makes no sense. Guy off the bench, okay. But you only get him if you're a freaking like championship contender. Get it, draft a damn point guard, develop him, give him an opportunity. I'm tired of this bullcrap. My video of Taco Fall. Draft Cade, I wish. He's gonna be first overall pick. We're too competitive to get Cade Cunningham. We're gonna see what this team looks like if Quickley finally starts. Then we'll see if we found our damn point guard. Cade's definitely a very smart player. Exactly. Just freaking start the dude. Holy shit, it's not rocket science. I don't think he'll start though until like we're freaking like 10 games under 500. But still, I swear, if we're like officially eliminated from the playoffs, like mathematically, and Alfred's still starting, I don't know what to say. I'm a strictly just Quickley fan. I'm not a Knicks fan anymore. Poor kid freaking puts up over 30, 20, 20, 20. Freaking still doesn't start. The reason we come back in games, I don't get the shit. I don't. Oh, I love Suggs. Great playmaker. He's athletic. Jump shot suspect, though. That's something that's not really proven. He's shown flashes of that, though. Yeah, Killian Hayes looked absolute trash, but patience with him. Lonzo does fit well. Dude, knowing us, that Mavs pick is going to be way more valuable than the freaking Knicks pick. It just, gosh. I have a feeling it's just going to be like top 5. Why do I have a feeling? Jalen Green, I'm drafting best player available. I don't care about fit. Jalen Green, I heard's a beast. Detroit, yeah. Yeah. They have Blake still. Oh, gosh, they're a weird team. Suku. Frank's done in New York. I actually think he's played his last game as a Knick. Mobley's a beast, dude. I want Mobley. If we don't get a point guard in the draft, that's who I freaking want. Mobley's freaking stud. Stretch the floor. He moves in the post. He's the opposite of Mitch. He's the complete opposite. Dude, I freaking love Mobley's game at USC. Well, we have Thibodeau. We're not tanking. See, I never got the Bronny hype, though. Bronny's like, you look at the rankings, Bronny's not even that great. I never got the LeBron James, like, son hype. Like, he's not great compared to who's the other kid who's a freaking beast. No one would be talking about Bronny. I bet you right now if he wasn't LeBron's son. Like, there's other guys, like kids his age, that are way better, and they're not talked about. And they're not talked. There's players way better than Bronny at his age, and they're just not talked about. Mikey Williams is a freaking beast. I know him. Like, I love how we're looking this. I love you guys. No, he saw. He was worse, wasn't he? Bronny's gonna be. Yeah, the Lakers will get him with that pick. What is he averaging? Like 6 points in high school? Like, what is it? He's like, I don't get it. Yeah, Mikey Williams is who I heard of. Like, he's a freaking beast, I've heard. All right, sounds good. Legend Z. Yeah. This is a book I recommend to people that love basketball. Written by Bill Simmons. Really cool book. Tired of seeing it too. Can we stop talking about pain? Just like, I've been live for an hour and 31 minutes. Holy shit. Quickley for 3. Bang! Puts it in. Knicks by 2. Oh, they won the NBA championship in our dreams. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Pain's still starting in 25 years from now. Damn, Siakam put Gordon on a poster. Dude, Magic are such a weird team. Wait, is it true that the Raptors blew this lead? Did the Magic win? No way they did. No, Raptors won. I thought someone told me the Magic came back. Sounds good, Cushman. I love Alfred Payton. Dude. Yo, give me Keldon Johnson. There we go. Keldon Johnson's my guy. I freaking love Keldon Johnson. I made a video on him, how he's like balling at the bubble. Dude, Keldon Johnson is that dude. I freaking love him, bro. He's 6'5", plays small forward position, but he's a freaking pull dog, dude. Give me Keldon Johnson, we're all good. Keldon Johnson's a freaking stud. He's like my freaking favorite player. Dude, if you don't know who Keldon Johnson is, guys, you have to look at his game. His game is just, he's not like crazy explosive, but he's such a smart player. Dude, I love Keldon. I love dude. Lonnie Walker's developing. Dude, he's a beast. That Spurs young core's underrated. Just get Aldridge out of there. We hope it's RJ, right? And he continues to break out. Anyone that's a Knick. Yeah, I agree with that, man. There's always just players like that. Like Quickley, for example, he put in freaking hard ass work. Like, he's a hard worker. That's why I don't think he's Trier. And Trier's just straight up hog. Um, he put in so much work behind the scenes. People were saying like he shouldn't have been drafted that high. I was one of those people. I'll be honest. You want a little exposure here? I thought Quickley was a reach. I thought it was a stupid pick. No, I'm kidding. I didn't think it was a stupid pick. I liked Quickley, but I thought we could have got him with that freaking what was it? The Nanaj? Who did we pick with the other guy where we traded? I wanted freaking Tyrell Terry. I thought Terry was gonna be a beast. All right, I'll pass. Legend Z. Maxi over Quickley? No, Quickley could shoot. Quickley fits his team better. Even though Maxi's a dog, Quickley fits his team way better. He's a way better shooter. I know some Sixers fans love him. Toro. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with the Clippers. Um, Probably not playing because they're a championship caliber team, but Maxey, I get it. He had like nearly 40 points or whatever it was, but no one was playing. He got like freaking 40 something minutes. Everyone was like had COVID or whatever. Oh, dude, I was yeah, I did read it. Kellen Johnson, I really like. Lonnie Walker, Shantae Murray, Devin Vassell. I wanted Devin Vassell. Podol or Odell or Jakob Podol. He's a solid player. I'm not gonna say he's like great. Um, I do like Eubanks. He's okay. Yeah, rebuild that team, man. Goku says bad trade. That's the thing with the Nuggets. They have Michael Porter, like they're winning now, but they still have guys for the next freaking like 10 years. Like they have Michael Porter Jr., Boy, we'll see. They have guys like RJ Hampton who's raw, but he has time to be developed. They're just wow. Dude, Brogdon's been having a really underrated year. Dude, it was snowing earlier. It was snowing earlier. I don't know. I think the Knicks, knock on whatever, are finally actually looking in the right direction. Like the Knicks not overpaying for anyone this like past free agency was like I was like, wow, we didn't do anything stupid. And that's like a W for Knicks fans nowadays. Like, wow, we didn't do anything stupid. We'll see what happens with Beal. Um, I wasn't high on Nico. I actually wasn't. Like people say like they can't believe like there's a reason these guys fell though. Hampton's like an athletic freak, but he's not a true point guard. He can't shoot. He's really raw. Of course, he went to New Zealand. Played up against LaMelo Ball at one point. What did IQ do down the stretch? Exactly, he was a beast. Start him. That's my thoughts on the look. More centers or power forwards? I'm not sold on Mitch to be completely honest with you. Don't think I'm sold on him for the future. Maturity. He needs to grow up. He needs to add like a hook shot to his arsenal, make his damn free throws before he says he should shoot threes. He needs to do a better job. Like he needs to learn how to box out. He relies on his athleticism way too much. Noel's a good backup pick. People are like Noel's trash, but you know what you're getting with Noel. People just like Knicks fans have way too high of expectations when we get everyone like, oh, he's gonna be a beast. You know what you're getting. He's bad offensively. He's a great defensive player. But we'll definitely have to get a really good backcourt, um, in order to win with a guy like Mitch. Yeah, he's a solid backup. Yo, we have Tom Thibodeau in the chat. What's going on, man? Why don't you go out here and start Emmanuel Quickley, dude? Just start him. I don't get it. Like, why is it so hard? Yeah, he's not a starting center. I agree with you, man. I agree. He's solid. He's only on like a 1 year deal, so it's okay. Yeah, I appreciate the ones that have super chatted, man. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. We do need wings. I agree, bro. Bullock Burks, not the future. As much as I like Burks. That's why I say draft a 3-and-D guy, draft your Mikal Bridges, draft your Devin Vassell, draft your damn Sadiq Bey. In this draft, there was no such thing as a reach. You had your guy Sadiq Bey right there staring you in the face. That was a Leon Rose pick, though. We all know Thibodeau would have drafted that defensive anchor. He is. He's smoking. That was the preseason, and he played up against like no one. But yeah, he balled out. Yeah, he has lots of work to do, specifically the fundamentals. Even though, of course, he didn't play on College Bowl, but still, he's got to learn sooner than later. Like he gets all the touches on the bench. It's looking good early. Hopefully they keep it up, Hopefully they keep it up. Keep it up. All right, I get it, Tibbs. I get it. I shut you up. You can get out of the media presser now. I might wrap it up soon, though. Might have to hit the hay soon. Got school. Oh. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing. You guys really are. If you guys want more lives, let me know. See, the thing is, live streaming the games, then I have to like get on YouTube real quick right after and then do that. School is trash. I have online school at least. It's online at least. Go live after the Bulls game. Maybe that'll be like the post game. I don't know. I like uploading the videos. If I get 300K subs, I don't know. YouTube, there's like a bunch of stuff though. Even people with like 1 million subscribers, I can't live off of YouTube with that. But obviously, that would be amazing. But yeah, I might drop out of school if I get 300K subs. That'll be my resume for a job. 300K subs on YouTube. How about that? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that, dude. But yeah, I'm probably gonna read this book, watch some Ringer, because like Bill Simmons is an inspiration to me. But I just love basketball. I appreciate that, man. I always appreciate you supporting the channel. Yeah, guys, I am gonna head out. I'm extremely tired. Gotta take my contacts out. Gotta brush my teeth. Might still get something to eat because I'm hungry. You already know. But Knicks fall short, but they fought. They fought at the end of the day. Yeah, if I get millions of views, yeah, dropping out. But thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. This channel is not possible without you guys. I don't think you guys know that. I really don't think you guys know that. And I'm really tired right now. Anthony Edwards is still bunts. But yeah, have a great night, Scott. Have a great night, Coley. Yeah, exactly, Karam. Mad respect to you too, man. Appreciate you always doing it. Have a great night, Carl. Yo, you too, Chris. You too, man. But yeah, as always, guys, have a great night. Have a good one, Michael. Don't want to miss anyone's comments. Don't want to miss anyone's comments. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out. Yo. I'm going to click the button. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it.